Ladies and gentlemen, this is DVP World. You're watching another edition of Military Mind, bringing you news from the front lines. I'm your host, Benjamin Lee. According to the Air Force of Ukraine, on the night of August 13th, Russian forces attacked with 49 Shahed-type strike UAVs and various other drones. Donetsk, Sumy, and Chernihiv regions were attacked by drones, while Poltava region came under missile attack. Their air assault was countered by aviation, anti-aircraft missile forces, electronic warfare units, unmanned systems, and mobile fire groups of the Ukrainian Defense Forces. Preliminary data indicate that air defense forces shot down 34 targets, 2 Iskander-M or KN-23 ballistic missiles, and 32 UAVs. That same night, Ukrainian drones targeted Russia's Bryansk region. The regional governor reported that 15 Ukrainian aircraft-type drones were destroyed. He confirmed there were no casualties and operational and emergency services were working on site, but he did not specify where. Russian Telegram channel Astra reported that drones struck the Unicha Linear Production and Dispatch Station in the village of Vysokoye. This station is the largest hub of the Druzhba oil pipeline network, which transport oil via pipelines. Now, in addition to Bryansk, explosions were reported in Russia's Krasnodar region. Local officials said drone debris fell on the territory of an oil refinery in Slaviansk on Kuban. No casualties were reported and the fire has been extinguished. According to Astra, in Volgograd region, the Lukoil oil refinery was also hit. Now, on the front line, over the past day, there were 165 combat clashes between armed Ukrainian and Russian troops, with the heaviest Russian attacks in the Pokrovsk, Novopavlivka, and Liman directions. Russian troops have not yet deployed enough reinforcements to sustain their tactical advantage near Zaporizhzhia, and analysts predict that they will face difficulties in doing so. The Institute for the Study of War said Russian forces have been using small combat groups to infiltrate the rear of Ukrainian positions and identifying weak points. Once more forces are assembled, they aim to consolidate their positions. ISW analysis also noted that while these tactical advantages near Zaporizhzhia are deeper and faster, the Russians' ability to turn them into an operational breakthrough remains quite unlikely. Russian columns are still trying to hide in the forests of Kharkiv region, but FPV drones from the 3rd Azov Brigade leave no safe spots. The drone pilots calculate, move in, and strike precisely at their targets. Now, this time, the list of destroyed equipment is extensive. Enemy guns, an NRK, the TOS multiple launch rocket systems, and several tanks were all caught up in a fire trap. Ukrainian operators from the PNK group, part of the Chaos Company of the 2nd Mechanized Battalion, released video showing every moment of the destruction. The footage makes it clear that the enemy can no longer feel safe in the Kharkiv forest lines. On one section of the front line, Russian troops tried to avenge the death of a comrade by firing on Ukrainian positions. But the plan backfired. It is unclear what went wrong. Instead of targeting Ukrainian fighters, they shelled their own trenches. The revenge ended with the elimination of several of their own soldiers, highlighting ongoing issues with coordination and planning in the Russian ranks.
Вот у нас наводчик Гриня сейчас за своего одноклассника будет мстить.
Сейчас поточнее только наведусь.
Сверочка. Все.
Все за нашего одноклассника Леху Камышова. Выстрел.
In the Zaporizhzhia direction, Russian troops attempted to use small sabotage and reconnaissance groups to infiltrate urban areas, secure foothold, and create a springboard for further actions. Ukrainian defenders, meanwhile, acted proactively. Coordinated work between intelligence and cover units allowed the DRG to be detected in time. Precise and rapid fire followed, and as a result, Russian forces failed to establish a foothold, leaving behind weapons, equipment, and their so-called elite fighters on the battlefield. On the front line, every vehicle is more than just equipment. It can be a lifeline. In new footage from the Azov Brigade, soldiers showcase their steel assistant, the British FV432 armor personnel carrier named Bulldog. Now, at first glance, it may seem massive and slow, but in the Toretsk direction, it operates with confidence. Its primary mission is to evacuate the wounded from under fire, shield them with armor from bullets and debris. A soldier with the callsign White, mechanic driver of the 6th Battalion of 12th Special Forces Brigade of the National Guard of Ukraine, shared his combat experience and explained why the Bulldog has become a trusted ally for medical evacuation in the most dangerous areas.
Вітаю, мій позивний Білий. Я механік-водій медичного пункту 6-го батальйону спеціального призначення. Працюємо на британському бронетранспортері FV432, який має двигун об'ємом 5,9 літрів, 6-ступенева автоматична коробка передач, гусениці з резиновими наставками, які чудово працюють в нашій місцевості не тільки по піску, та й по асфальту. Ми отримали ці машини, на яких ми зможемо заїжджати на самий передній край і швидко звідти евакуйовувати поранених. Однією з переваг даного БТР – це є гусениці, тому що гусеничний хід дозволяє заїхати більш далеко в саму таку погоду неприємну, коли дощ, сніг, багно. Можна заїжджати на самий передній край та не переживати, що ти з пораненим застрягнеш десь або не зможеш виїхати. І ще одною з перевагою над легковими автомобілями тут є броня, котра товщина броні складає 12,7 мм. В лобову проєкцію, як заявлено характеристиками, може витримати постріл з РПГ або крупнокаліберного кулемету. Поєднання двигуна і коробки дозволяє розвивати максимальну швидкість до 60 км на годину по прямій дорозі, до 30-35 км по пересічній місцевості, такій як пісок, багно, можна досить таки швидко пересуватися та й м'яко.
And with that footage, we conclude this edition of Military Mind. But for more news, update, and commentary, please stay tuned to TVP World.